in Jakal. First set of the winner side, top 32. Let's get it started. Wolf against Luigi, if you could not tell by the tag.
Yeah, and so if I'm Luigi Kid, right, I kind of have to wait for Jakal to approach me because we know that Jakal is willing to just stay back. And once he finds that opportunity, that opening, he's going to come in with those aerials. And right now, he's doing a perfect job with 55% already on the board.
Yeah, the name of the game against Luigi, 99% of the time against any sort of character of his archetype, but especially Luigi with his middling airspeed and okay dash speed, is whiff punishing. You have to find ways to punish stuff like the Zair, stuff like rising forward air, like all of these tools that are normally very safe. You have to put the screws on so you can put Luigi at ledge and make him feel like those movement stats aren't enough.
Yeah, once you give Luigi that opportunity to go back into center stage, he's going to try and find this opportunity. He's fishing for these grabs, Luigi Kid, and I can't blame him. I mean, that's his really his only way to get damage right now. Oh, and that's going to lose that stock for Luigi Kid. Just for Jakal playing pretty defensive.
Yeah, utilizing the incredible mobility that Wolf can offer, weaving way in and out and finding the parry. Every Luigi player does it. They love those reversals out of hit stun. Nair and down B especially are so potent, but if you can play around them, they leave Luigi so open.
Right, and now it's really up to Luigi Kid to be able to mix up his options, you know, in disadvantage. You know, you can't really always go for those nairs, those up airs. But I mean, hey, when you're in advantage, you can find these stray hits. He just hasn't been making the most out of these grabs, these throws.
If there's anything I'd say, like in these mid percents, right? Like when Wolf is even around 100, because Wolf is such a fast faller, you can be starting to look for DI reads on down throw for potential like down throw into up B conversions. They are DI dependent, and you have to have the read. But if you do, you're closing out stocks around now, if not earlier.
And I mean, on the notion of closing out stocks, I think Luigi Kid needs to if he wants to have a chance of winning this game, because Jakal right now, like you talked about it before, ooh, good up smash. Once again, finding that out of shield. And Luigi Kid really hasn't had an answer on, you know, Jakal's shield, which is great because, I mean, that plunger is a really good tool to be able to punish shield.
Yeah, but it is a tether grab, and if Jakal is playing on point, he's always jumping around grabs, forcing Luigi Kid into a weird 50-50 that he normally doesn't even have to play. Oh, and we're taking you for a ride down to the on Blackstone. We go, Jakal understanding the mission and understanding he's well up and can afford a stock to drop.
Exactly, understanding his position as well. Of course, you know, with that lead, even with, you know, 3 stocks or 2 stocks, he was going to go for that no matter what. That's just that knowledge of, hey, Luigi doesn't really have the best, you know, mix-ups on recovery, and he's just going to punish that for free. Gets 2 up smashes in this game, and, you know, going into game number 2, Luigi is going to have to make quite the adaptation, honestly, just finding ways in, which Jakal hasn't opened himself up to that at all.
Yeah, it's been forcing Luigi Kid into like a 50-50 just by playing neutral, whether it's going to be jump or dash away or hold shield. Like, it's been so hard to pin Jakal down, and then when he finds his way in, the damage is absolute. Another grab on the neutral, got up for the up throw Nair, following up with the back air. Finishing.
Oh my God! You still have a jump, right? Yes, and the misfire coming. He clipped with the wall flash! To find that stock, it really could only be Jakal. And that's courtesy of him being able to keep Luigi Kid off stage at all times in disadvantage.
Yo, that's a checkmate if I've ever seen one, but the finishing blow coming out from Luigi Kid, finding the combo even off of just a rising fair, and that's super important to establish in the early game, because if you can find your finishing combos and your massive 0-to-death strings off of things like a rising forward air or a falling nair, that forgoes the need to grab, and that creates a different level of risk reward in Jakal's mind going into later games and later interactions of this set.
Right, so the moment that he realizes he doesn't really need to rely on grab, I feel like he has more opportunities to approach or even punish, you know, Jakal's, no, speaking of punish, that up smash, once again, just finding these stocks left and right.
Something we've touched on like constantly throughout this, the first game and now the second one. Always and always and always be sure to make Luigi feel slow, because if he's feeling like his airspeed is middling and not good enough, that means you're doing something right, and Jakal for sure doing something right.
And it's just, again, punishing, just jumping over these plungers, these attempts at grab. Looking for the wolf flash. Whoa! Now, I think they clanked, and that really caused Luigi Kid to not go up as much as he wanted to. And so I think that's how Jakal got that stock. Nonetheless, he was looking for that spike, right? So it was like Jakal was making sure no matter what, he was going to find this stock. And again, when you have that stock lead, you can be a little bit more risky.
Absolutely, and that's something that, I mean, Jakal took to perfection and took to the bank constantly, like measuring his risk reward and making sure that whenever he was putting the Luigi Kid in a scenario, it was either a, if you guess wrong, you die, in the case of some of those air dodge reads like we just see in this replay, or like flat out checkmate scenarios, going deep off stage. Eventually we'll see the first stock of game number 2, but going deep off stage to ensure that Luigi had to take a full long recovery route. And even if he misfired and got stuck in the platform, the wolf got stuck on the side of the stage, the wolf flash was there to cover that like potential scenario.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Truly a checkmate and a flashy one at that.
I know, and Luigi Kid, I bet in that moment he was like thinking, oh wow, I actually got back. Oh no, Jakal's like, I'm gonna go off stage, get this wolf flash. That just shows you how good he is, you know, willing to go for those options. Even at the first stock of the game, getting this combo from Luigi Kid gave him a little bit of momentum, but that was really the only uppy he could find to kill in that moment. And Jakal, once again, showing off his ability to be patient, just maneuvering around Luigi Kid and just reading out his options and disadvantage really was the name of the game for him.
It's all about flexibility more times than not in a game like this. And in platform fighters as a whole, like being able to adapt to a certain situation and any situation is so important, whether you are changing your game plan to fit the scenario, or in the case of a lot of characters in this game, also hi everybody, in the case of a lot of scenarios in this game, it's about molding the interactions to fit your nature, and nobody does that better than Steve.